Man, it's been what? 2 weeks? We missed 2 weeks, so I think it's been longer. It's been like 3 weeks. I think it's been 3 weeks since we've had an actual Hustle Hangout. This is great. Let's go. What's up, everybody? So we've gotten a couple new members. We've gotten a couple new subscribers since the last time we actually went live. And I just want to tell everyone real quick, listen, my name's Richie Hustles. We're getting back on track. We usually every Friday, 6 p.m., we do a Hustle Hangout. It's a Q&A session. It's a chance for me and you to connect, for you to ask any question that you want down in the chat. I try to do my best to answer everybody's questions. Sometimes I come up short because a lot of times a lot of people ask a lot of questions. So the best thing for you to do, if you're here now and you have a question, leave it in the chat because it will definitely be answered in this hour session that we do on Friday nights. We got a lot to talk about, right? There is a lot to talk about. Let's see who joined within the first minute. We got Jack McFarland, who joined the Hustleholics gang. Welcome to the gang, brother. Appreciate you being here. Colby, hey, listen, anytime, I try to answer as many DMs as I can on Instagram. No problem. I hope everything works out. Let's go, Jay. Okay, JC, what is up? Super Cash 304, what's up? Sarah Jane's Journey, what is going on? We got RG Slot Wins back on the mod. Notice that everybody that has joined the Hustleholics gang last month, your icon's now yellow. That means you've been with us for, I think, 30 days? 30 days now, I think. So now the icon is now yellow. Went from red to yellow. When it's red, that means you're a newbie. After 30 days of being in the Hustleholics game, you get that fresh emoji icon. Fuway, what is up? And I'm just going to say hi to everybody right now, and then I'm going to go back and try to answer everybody's question. We got J-Wack in the building, Arturo De Leon, Brian D'Souza in the building, Brandy Hodges. So, man, I miss Florida already. I already got apple juice on deck. I feel this energy tonight. I'm not going to lie, I was pretty pumped to get back on this live that we would do every single week. I'm pretty pumped, but what I'm not pumped is I'm not pumped to be back from Florida. I'm just not. I can't wait to be there. That's eventually where we're going to relocate everybody. The plan is to keep going down there. And who knows, maybe this year we'll end up with a home down there if everything works out okay. And yeah, heading down south. But I will say this, while we wait for everybody to pile in here, let's talk about like some of the Walmarts down there, because I only went to a few Walmarts within a few miles. I did travel about 40 minutes north to a Walmart. That Walmart was actually better than the Walmart in my area. So I plan to move to Boca Raton. And I was really visiting a lot of the Walmarts in the Boca Raton area. And some of them were actually really small. Others really didn't have much. I was lucky to score those. If you guys follow me on IG or in the community tab, I posted those heated blankets. That was like my biggest score. And that was probably about $700 worth of blankets right there that I got for a very low price. So I was pretty excited that I at least found those, packed them up, shipped them while I was in Florida. And, there was some people that were like, hey, you're on vacation, man. You got to enjoy it. You got to do this, you that, right? And my answer was like, look, if you love what you do every day, you'll never work a day in your life. Like this stuff, when I'm out in these stores, it's not even like I'm working. It's what I love to do, right? It's like my passion. Like I love doing it. It's the hunt. I know you guys can relate. Another thing would be is I am going to be heading back down to Florida in April, but I do want to make it a little bit more family friendly. So I think when I do go down there in April for a week, I am going to probably just stick strictly with sourcing clothing, stuff like that, because clothing is a lot easier to prep and pack and just rip off the tag. make sure you take out the plastic, right? You have to make sure you keep original tags on. And I have Amazon prep everything anyway, so Amazon's gonna polybag it whether I was home or whether I was in Florida. So I think I'm gonna stick to clothing. The one store I have to say that I miss the most so far, I miss Ross. I do miss Ross. Ross had a lot of name brands, Nike, Adidas, Under Armour. We're talking dirt cheap prices. We're talking like $60 hoodies for $1.99. $50 Adidas hoodies for $2.99. I went up to the cashier and I said, "Is that price correct?" I said, "Is that correct?" And she's like, "It is correct." And I was like, whoa, mind blown. Like, we get good deals at Marshall's, right? You look at a hoodie and sometimes you're like, oh, $8 for a $60 hoodie, but $1.99 for an Adidas hoodie? What? Man, I love Ross. You can say what you want about Ross, and I understand why people talk trash about Ross, but Ross is good. If you're ungated in Nike, Adidas, Under Armour, some of the bigger brands, Ross is awesome. And I scored those Peppa Pig buses. They ended up being, a couple people asked me, because I guess I didn't do it till checkout, but JC says dinners. Yeah, dinners all day. Those Peppa Pig buses I ended up getting for $8.99 a piece. I took all three of them, and all three will sell for about $34 to $36 each. Come on, that's dinner right there. So guys, again, we're about almost 7 minutes into this live. If you have questions, there's a lot of new people. Drop your questions into the chat below, and I'm going to do my best to answer everybody's question that you might have about Amazon, even about eBay. I mean, I don't sell on eBay, but I have a little bit of knowledge on eBay. I sell in Macari, I sell locally, and I'm really gearing up wholesale. So at the beginning of the year, I had said that once I was out of February, I was really going to start focusing more on wholesale, because the RA starts to dwindle away. We can already see the RA dwindling in Walmart, right? A lot of places, people in different parts of the country saying, hey, Walmart clearance is drying up. And I get it. Not all Walmarts, but some Walmarts are starting to dry up, right? So what's the backup? What's the backup plan, right? We can't just depend on Walmart. Well, we've been going into Marshall's. I just dropped a new video at 5 o'clock. We went into Marshall's, grabbed some stuff in Florida. Even though I'm not currently in Florida, I still have some other videos of while I was in Florida. TJ Maxx, and honestly, I need to get back to Burlington. I need to get back to Burlington because they also carry some big brands. But what I found out is that I don't like how Burlington mixes their clearance with their regular price. It's a pain in the butt to sift in Burlington, and you need some time to go through a lot of their stuff, you know? So let me jump into the chat and continue to say what's up to everybody joining in, and let's answer some questions. Whatever you have, leave it in the chat. This is the Hustleholics Hangout on Friday evening. I appreciate you all being here and spending your Friday evening with me and with us, with the Hustleholics community. Let's get into it. Let's see. Hey, Richie, if a book looks brand new, but I have owned the book for several years, could I get away with labeling as new? I just got my Amazon seller account up finally. So excited. Fuwe, this is what I would say. I mean, if it so new in books is just that, new. White pages, no creases, no wear on the cover. You know how sometimes on the spine you have wear on the top and bottom of that part of the cover? Like zero wear, zero scratching, zero anything. No marking, no page folds, nothing like that. I mean, it's possible you could get away with it, but I mean, if you're a new account, it's if I'm being honest with you, it's probably best you list that as like new, used and like new. You may be able to get away with it, but what happens is I know a lot of people that, you know, got away with it, got comfortable with selling new, even if it wasn't new, really cutting corners and got themselves in their account in trouble. So the main thing you want to do is you want to protect your Amazon account at all costs. That's the number one rule over any profit, over any type of sales, anything, you want to protect your Amazon account before anything. So don't mess with it. You know what I mean? I know plenty of people that have, and they've been lucky, but I can't encourage. It would be used like new. That's really what I would say. Yeah. J-Wax says, oh wait, I just lost it. J-Wax says, hey brother, good to see you. We have to figure out these compliance requests. There's no warning and they've been deactivating listings now. Shouldn't the testing results be available from manufacturer? Yeah, I mean, listen, I don't know the deal with these compliance requests. I'm handling it the best I can, and the way that I'm doing that is I'm blowing out of inventory that requires the compliance, okay? So I'm appealing every single one. But like I said, even when they delete the listing, there's a way around it. There is a workaround, but there's a lot of work involved. It's too much for this video. There is a workaround. It's just a real pain in the butt to do it. But you could do it. I've had some removals as well. It is what it is. I don't have the answer to that. I've tried looking for some information on it. I can't find anything. I tried reaching out to a couple of the big dogs, and they don't get answers either. J-Wax says, Fuway, don't risk it. Yeah, exactly. That echoes exactly what I'm saying. It's, you know, if you're a new account, it's not worth it. The best thing to do is make that used like new. Arturo, what is up, brother? Fuway, also I scored at Dollar General. I found 20 books on my first store sourced dinners for days. Fuway, that's what's up. Dollar dinners. That's what it's about. Turn that profit. Just make sure that there's no markings. Keep that in mind. Super Cash, what up? Brian D'Souza, welcome back. Richie, hope you enjoyed your vacation. Have you been to Walmart since you've been back? They are dry right now. I've only been into my local Walmart where they had 2 items that I got some pretty mega profit from. I was not expecting it, so I found some of those, I think it's called Night Owl security systems for $124 that I actually sold it already, not even 24 hours, for $357, I think, merchant fulfilled. And then they had one of those Nest Thermostat E's that are online for $187. I ended up selling it for $177, and I paid $54. Merchant fulfilled that as well. So those actually have to go out tomorrow. But other than that, I have not been tomorrow. Sunday when we do that live hustle is going to be the first time I'm actually in a Walmart, not locally, not picking up things that I need for the house, and just kind of taking a look. But it'll be the first time I'm in a Walmart around my area since I'm getting back. So I know things have been kind of dry, but I'm kind of looking forward to it. I'm going to do some research on BrickSeek, see what might be the best option to go into since I haven't been in these Walmarts in about 2 weeks now. So I know everything's been dry. We'll see what happens on Sunday. Strength up, Brandy Hodges. Woo woo. What up, Brandy? How you doing? Strength Addicts, is it possible to make money doing this? I didn't make anything, LOL. So Strength Addicts, what do you mean? So make money doing what? Amazon FBA? Are you merchant fulfilling? Are you selling books? Are you doing retail arbitrage? Wholesale? You only put $100. What did you buy? Did you do research? Did you check Keepa? Did you look at sales rank? How did you, like, you know what I mean? Elaborate a little bit. You know what I mean? Throw something in the chat. Jake Linden throwing in some, that looks like some Chinese food. That doesn't look like an apple juice. Hustleholics, throw some apple juice in the chat. Let's show Jake what the apple juices look like. I haven't had apple juice in almost 2 weeks either. That looks like Chinese food takeout. And Chinese food is my weakness. Straight up, that's my weakness. See the balloons right here? These balloons, we're celebrating my daughter's 6th birthday on Saturday. She's gonna have 3 celebrations. We celebrated twice in Florida. And then we're gonna have family and friends here on Saturday, which is why I can't do the Pokemon Live. But I am gonna do a Pokemon upload of, I think it was a Rebel Clash booster box. I can't remember, but you'll see on Saturday what it is. April Villela, hello, watching all your videos. Thank you, April. I appreciate that. And I appreciate you being here. And if you have any questions, feel free to comment on the video. I try to comment back as much as I can if you have questions. Or my IG is at Richie Hustles. I try to get back to a lot of people, but I have literally over 90 requests in my messages, and I'm really bad at checking those. So I apologize if you've hit me on IG and I have not responded. You're probably in my requests folder, and I'll try to get back to you. But if you comment on the video that you're watching and have a question, I usually try to get back to all of those comments. Lynn Evans. Hey, Richie from Rocky Point, North Carolina. Hey, Lynn. I was actually in North Carolina. When I drove down to Florida, we stayed in Fayetteville on the way down. So I'm not sure where Rocky Point, North Carolina is from Fayetteville, but I like North Carolina. Andrea H. Hey, from Cleveland, Ohio. Andrea, it's crazy as it seems, we have family in Ohio. Everywhere, everybody's from. I feel like I know somebody from some part of the country. Unless you say you're from Nebraska, I don't know nobody there. We got cousins in Ohio. In Poland, Ohio, actually. Thanks for being here, Andrea. John Carlos in the building. Holly Woods. Manny Souza. Yo, what's up from Tampa, Florida, a.k.a. Ybor City. What is up? Melissa Walters Mills. Hey, so glad you are doing a Q&A today. And Melissa, I'm so glad you're here. If you have any questions, please feel free to drop those in. Glad you could check out this live. Manny Souza. Lynn Evans, that's what you Yankees do, move south. Hey, look. It's not Yankee. Okay, we're Yankees. Yeah. But I ain't no Yankees fan. Leave that up to New York. But we love the South. I actually lived in Georgia 20 years ago. I've always loved the South. Guys are a lot kinder and nicer in the South. You know what I mean? You guys smile. And I wouldn't blame you. If you're in Southern Florida, what's there to not smile about? Friggin' 75 to 85 every day. We got Blove Auto. What's up with the dinners in the chat? JC says, question, I asked you about returns refunds while you in Florida. Since then, I've gotten a couple more returns refunds. So what the question is, some of the return reasons said, item never received. Address does not exist. If I did FBA, how is it my fault they never got the product? JC, so what I would say is this. If you're getting, you can check on these orders in the tracking. You can confirm if they've received the order. Now, I've actually talked to Amazon and I've asked the operator this question because when I was doing merchant fulfilled, I said, listen, it's saying that, let me adjust this. It was saying that it was delivered, but the person's saying they never got it. And they said in 2 weeks after the confirmation of delivery, they would recharge the customer and you would see that go in your account. Now, this was last year. I'm not sure if policy has changed or whatnot, but it's definitely something you could bring up to Amazon and ask them that question. What you definitely want to do is you definitely want to find the order via order number, look up the order number and check the tracking and make sure it says delivered. Now, if the item is not delivered, right, and it was FBA, now is that your fault? No, right? Is that Amazon's fault? No, but is Amazon going to get their money back and then refund the customer because of either negligence on UPS or the however they wanted it shipped? Probably. It's just the cost of doing business. Listen, there was a time when I started and, I was making like $1,000 a week in sales and I would have a couple $100 in returns. And that would hurt because you're talking 20, 30%, right? You just have to keep selling. You know how many returns I get a week now? I don't even, honestly, every time I get an email of return, I don't even pay attention to it. I swipe it. My wife is sweet, but she's trying to clean up for the birthday tomorrow. So don't mind her in the mirror right there. So, honestly, it's if it was merchant fulfilled, I would say you could try to prevent it by asking. You can tell the customer if they want a refund. You could say, as long as it was marked delivered, you could ask them. You could say, hey, if you want to submit an Amazon A to Z claim, right? And then they submit an A to Z claim. They see it was delivered. You'll pretty much 9.9% out of 10 9.9% out of 10. 9.9 out of 10, you'll win that because it was confirmed delivered. If it was not confirmed delivered, unfortunately, it's just the cost of doing business. I mean, there may be something you can do. I've never found that battle to be won on my part. For me, it's just literally the cost of doing business. Can we talk about the shirt real quick? We got Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin Minder, salute to Mario with the Bitcoin cryptocurrency system. I used to have this shirt on my Hustleholics website. I love this stuff because cryptocurrency, that's a hustle too, right? Any type of investing is a hustle. So JC, I'm sorry you're getting returns and everything, but unfortunately, it's just the cost of doing business, man. There was a time where I wanted to rip my hair out of my head because I was like, oh my God, these freaking returns. I got like 5 in one day. Like, you know, I get it. But just keep going. Just keep flipping. You know what I mean? Keep flipping. Colby A. Big Cheese Thrift says, I can't wait for vacation in June. Myrtle Beach has tons of opportunity. You know, I'd love to visit Myrtle Beach. I'd love to do a vacation where, you know, driving down to Florida, you stop at a couple places and turn a 1 week vacation on, you know, into a 3 week vacation. That would actually be pretty sweet. But I can't leave my business for that long. You know, even leaving the business for a week and a half seemed like an eternity, even though I was buying things in Florida. You know, eventually there's going to come a time where a vacation is an actual vacation where, you know, this one was really to go down and look at homes. You know, we spent 3 days looking at different homes in the Boca community. But there's going to be a time where when we do move down to Florida and we take an actual vacation where all we do is go to the beach or the pool and drink mojitos all day, there will come a time for that. Right now, it's not that time. I'm trying to gear up my business, and we got a lot of different things going on in the family, trying to relocate, and you know, me wanting to open up rent out a warehouse. And the reason why I haven't gotten a warehouse here in Massachusetts is because of the plans to move to Florida. But once I get to Florida, we got to look for a warehouse, and then I may even take about $50K and open up a comics and collectibles store. It's always been a dream of mine. I don't know how the hell I would manage that and warehouse and Amazon unless I was fortunate enough to find a big warehouse space with a storefront. I don't know. But I definitely got some things on the bucket list I want to do and invest in different areas of opportunity. So, North Carolina, man, you know, Myrtle Beach. Where is Myrtle Beach? Where is Myrtle Beach? Is that in North Carolina? South Carolina? It's in the Carolinas, right? Myrtle Beach? Is it North Carolina? I think it's South Carolina. I don't know. Where is Myrtle Beach? Drop it in the chat because I'm feeling like a dumbass right now. South Carolina. Okay, people dropping South Carolina. Okay. SC. Okay, South Carolina. Cool. Okay, so I'm going to be driving down to Florida again in April. And maybe if we don't find something, if we don't find a property in April, the next time we go down to Florida, we might take an extended vacation, and maybe we'll stop at Myrtle Beach. I'd love to stop at Myrtle Beach for like 3 days and then stop another place for another 3 days and then get down to Florida, stay there for a week. There's so much I want to do. And real quick, not to be like, oh, all these things that, you know, all this great stuff is happening, but you guys have to understand the backstory. The reason why I'm so pumped about vacationing and going to Florida, me and my family, we have not gone to vacation since my oldest daughter just turned 6, okay? The last time we went on vacation was before she was born. We're talking more than 6 years ago was the last time we were able to take a vacation. And you know, even then it was like, I think we only went for like 7 days. We went with like my wife's sister, my sister-in-law, and my sister-in-laws, both sisters, and their families and stuff. You know, we went down Fort Lauderdale. We loved it. And me and my wife always said we wanted to go back. But when you work that 9 to 5 and you do that grind, it's set up where you can escape somewhere, but you almost feel like you can never leave your state, or you almost, and it's a topic for another time, but running your own business has done a lot more for me than provide this financial freedom, right? You're creating your own wealth depending on how hard you work, right? Everything's up to you. If you don't work hard, your money's not going to work hard, and you ain't going to have ish. You know what I mean? But it's really opened my eyes to realize and be like, wow, like working that 9 to 5, like I have to request a vacation and then I'm not guaranteed that week. I have to get permission to use my own time. Then I have to be back at a certain time because I have to go right back to work. And like working for yourself, like we extended our stay in Florida by 2 days. I could never do that if I worked. I just, you know what I mean? So my eyes have just been opened, and I'm sorry to go on that little rant. I know I got questions to get to, but you know, I wake up every day extremely grateful for and without getting all mushy. You know me, look, we hardcore, right? We hardcore. Without getting all mushy and everything, like I'm really grateful for the opportunity I have right now with this business. It's really been eye opening, you know, and I've been learning something new every single day, and you know, I'm just grateful. I'm grateful for the business. I'm grateful for you guys. So ready? Get back to tough face. Let's get back to questions. Let's see. Hey, Richie, I found me a Vegeta shirt last weekend. That's awesome, Jake. I should have worn my Vegeta shirt tonight. The Prince of Saiyans. I should have wore it. That's cool, though. I got mine with the Funko Pop. Christine O'Brien says, I'm trying to get an answer from Amazon about shipping. I keep getting disconnected. Christine, what's your question about shipping? Drop it in the chat. We'll see if we can answer it. Logan in the building. Hey, Richie, can't stay, but smash the like button. Hope your trip was great. Logan, it was amazing. Glad you stopped by, man. Keep hustling. I see you on IG. Everybody should go follow Logan. He's pretty good at what he does. We like Logan. RG Slot wins. Yeah, listen, guys, and if you're here, please do me a favor, especially if you're watching on the phone, exit out of the chat for a minute. Give me that thumbs up if you love to hustle, if you love being a hustleaholic, if you love the grind, if you love the passion. Make sure you smash that thumbs up and share out this video if you'd like, so we can get more hustleaholics like you that want to get in here and either ask questions or want to just hang out. D Middleman Picker, what up, Richie? Oh, well, what up, the Middleman Picker? What's happening? Kobe says, hold on, I lost it. Where are we? Where was I in the chat? Found Jordan slides. I'm putting on eBay. $30. Yeah, man. Jordan's been off the chain, man. From Ross. Yeah, absolutely. IBA is on fire at Walmart. HBA is on fire at Walmart around me. Okay. Should I try right away as a new seller getting invoices to get ungated? So, April, if you are getting invoices, chances are you will be able to be ungated in some of the brands or the categories that you're trying to do, as long as you're working with reputable distributors and you have everything in a row. That's honestly the best way to get ungated. And you keep those invoices. Salud. So absolutely. Jose Hernandez says, hey, Richie, do you still have your full-time 9-to-5 job? Jose, I'm going to tell you like I tell everybody else. The answer is kinda. I can't really talk about it. I'm in a unique situation right now. And the code of conduct with the full-time job really prevents me from commenting about the company and about, you know, what's going on. But, man, when things get to where I need them to be, I can't wait to share with you the stuff that's been happening. So what I can tell you is kinda. Stay tuned. Anthony says, what up, Richie? Welcome back. Appreciate that, Anthony. Thank you for being here. We got JC says, been making some good profits with Woodwicks, candles, and melts. Yo! So I just sent in some Woodwick candle melts. That was, I think it was, what the heck was I think it was called like smoke wood? Or wood smoke. It was gray. A quarter a piece. And I'll make like $4 each on them. Crazy. 25 cents each. I'm so hesitant to pick up any of them with my April deadline coming up for meltables. Yeah, I know. So what happens is, so what that means is a lot of times Amazon will restrict you from sending in meltables, which include candle melts, certain candles, and sorry if you feel that vibrating, chocolates, things like that, because the warehouses get really hot. they ain't exactly air conditioning it. You know what I mean? It's not like temperature controlled. So your product will pretty much melt in the summer months. Melissa says, I have 5 FBA listings that are inactive, waiting for the buyer to pay. 2 of them have been pending for 3 weeks. Called Amazon customer service and they said they give the buyer 21 days to pay. Sorry again for the vibration on the phone. Yeah, I did. You know, Amazon is very lenient with the customers, and unfortunately, it's just the cost of doing business. So, trust me, I'm learning this right now. My account pro tip: stay away from keto supplements unless you have authorization to sell. Amazon cracking down hard. Yeah, I mean, I've sold a couple keto powdered protein, like coffee flavored protein, powdered protein, but that's it. And I've only sold like 1 or 2 of them. I haven't done much. Jose says, hey Richie, I got my first and only bad review on Amazon. I don't have any good ones yet. I refunded the buyer already, but can't contact her because she is not subscribed to emails. Any recommendations? Yes. So with the bad review on Amazon, A, what did it say? 2, did you try to request removal? And 3, if it was out of your control, did you contact Amazon to let them know about it? I would start there. Kobe L says, I'm getting compliance complaints on things I sent 2 days after shipments. Me too. The good news is you probably have about 3 weeks to sell it. So if you did your research, hopefully when they hit the warehouse, they'll sell out like this and you won't have an issue. I got denied a recent IP claim appeal with my receipts from Ross. I heard they stopped taking receipts on IP claims. Have you heard that? I have not heard that, but I don't know how Ross does their receipts. If they do it similar to TJ Maxx, or if they do it similar to Marshall's, chances are you probably would have had to have taken a picture of the receipt with the price tag on the item, because those stores don't list. They don't list the UPC on the receipt, similar to how, you know, I think Walmart or Target may do it. So you would have had to have taken a picture with the receipt and the price sticker before scraping off the price sticker. I haven't heard them not accepting receipts, though. I haven't had that issue. Almighty Crack, how well does BrickSeek work for you? I just got the premium to see certain markdowns. Yeah, so BrickSeek works for me. Look, I'll say it again first, and I'll say it again. BrickSeek works for me. I have the Extreme. I hate BrickSeek. I hate it. I do. It's a pain in the butt. However, I go to enough stores that BrickSeek pays for itself, so it's worth it to have the membership. But just because I pay for it and I have the Extreme doesn't mean I have to like it. I think, and again, a lot of times I don't even think it's BrickSeek's fault. A lot of times I think it's a Walmart issue. I don't think it's a BrickSeek issue, because when I find BrickSeek in Target, it's accurate. When I find BrickSeek in Lowe's, it's accurate. You know what I mean? The only time it's not accurate is Walmart. And I think it's because those scumbag employees at Walmart are hiding the clearance items, or those scumbag managers at Walmart are pulling these items, keeping them in the back until they go up in price. And that's fine. Look, if they want to be scumbags, let them be scumbags, right? All we can do is go off the information. You know what I mean? It is what it is. You see something on BrickSeek, you go there, you don't find it, you move on. You know, maybe ask somebody about the item. Maybe you'll find somebody that can help you. And if you do, and they check and they don't have it, move on, right? Move on. A lot of times you will find items in Walmart from BrickSeek. You just have to look, and you just have to be willing to go to enough stores. I can't reiterate that enough. If you're only going to like 5 stores per week, chances are you may not find anything in the Walmart. It just might not be there. But if you go to 5 Walmarts a day and you're an extreme deal hunter and you have that membership, then I can guarantee you if you're going to 25 Walmarts a week, Brickseek will pay for its monthly cost. Look, there's nothing you could do about the information and the discrepancies. There's nothing you could do about it. I used to get so upset, when I first started, and I just learned, look, it is what it is. It's not worth my time arguing with anybody. We just, okay, no problem. See you later. I'll move on. Unless somebody's being a jerk, I'll be a jerk back. It's just my blood. But other than that, it is what it is. Look in Lowe's clearance. You know what I mean? Look in Target clearance. Try to find those stores. Because honestly, I really think it's a Walmart issue. And, once a Walmart scumbag, always a Walmart scumbag. It is what it is. Is what it is. Finally got that Brickseek app. Good. It's definitely useful, especially when you can scan the product with the Brickseek app. Super helpful. Did you go to Michael's? I have not gone to Michael's. I actually kind of forgot about Michael's. But I know they clearance their toys out a lot. So maybe I'll visit them. I'm not sure if they're all cleaned out or if honestly, I've been away. I've been in Florida. I have not been in Michael's. But maybe I should go there. We get apple juice. That's how far. We got Melissa. Oh, throw it in the crowd on the ice. I'm not sure where that emoji came from. But that's a pretty cool emoji. It looks kind of like my glass right now, doesn't it? If you could scroll in the chat, look at Melissa Walters Mills emoji. Cheers. That's what's up. Salute the Chi-Chi. I'll drink to that. J-Wax says, tell her all the Hustleholics say happy birthday. Okay, you ready? Hey, Valentina. All the Hustleholics on the live chat, we have 75 people, and everybody says happy 6th birthday. Can you yell out thank you really loud? She says thank you. Thank you, everybody, for wishing her a happy birthday. Much appreciated. April says, when new, how long should I wait before getting invoices, and please explain the steps. April, so there's no time limit. There's no time limit. You should be submitting invoices right away. If you have it like that and you have relationships with distributors, you should be submitting those documents for those products immediately. You always want to get right in. That's pretty amazing. If you're already working with distributors and you're just starting out, that's the way to do it. Good for you. Colby says at Kobe, I'm dealing with 2 right now. Had 3, 1, 1. What? Try resubmitting. Yes, absolutely try resubmitting. Make sure you word it properly. I used the template and altered it to sound like myself. Good. I use receipts. Good. Take that advice. Colby got some good advice. Absolutely. JC says, I went back and watched some of your older videos. Lots of good info there, too. Yeah, I appreciate that. I cringed the other day. I'm going to re-upload my very first video. I said I was going to do it at 15K. I'm almost at, and I am going to say we, because I feel like we're a community, right? I've been saying we forever. And I think that the Hustleholics community, where I feel like I'm one with you guys, so I think it's okay now to say we. Before I used to apologize for it and be like, I don't know why I'm saying we, it's just me. It's not just me, it's we. So, we're gonna upload the very first video, and we're gonna try to not cringe so much. And I'm gonna do it as a premiere, because I wanna actually watch it with you guys, so I can react with you guys. I watched it like a week before I went to Florida, and I was like, oh my God, I was in like the corner of my garage, and I had, I was holding up like a light, and it was shining so bright on me, and I was in the corner, and you could see the cement, and like, I don't know, it was crazy, it was cringy, it was very cringeworthy to watch. But you know what? 3 years from now, I'm going to be looking at these lives and I'm like, oh, that was cringeworthy too. Because by then, I should have a streaming studio, a mic set up here. Right now, I'm using the mic on my phone because I don't have a streaming studio. I was going to redo my basement and I was going to set up a streaming room just for these videos, set up everything. But plans have changed. And now I'm not going to be redoing my basement. We're going to be taking that money that I would have used to redo the basement, and we're going to send that right down to Governor DeSantis out in Florida for a home. which hopefully I will be able to have my own streaming studio with green screen. I can't wait. And then I'm gonna hook up like the computer build I've been working on. We got big plans, man. I feel like I'm 20 years old again. It's great. It's a great feeling, you know. Winnie Fennett says, do you do PPC on RA products? Maybe I've been drinking too much, but tell me what PPC means. Is it the only PPC I know is pay-per-click? Are you talking about pay-per-click? Are you talking about advertising on Amazon for my RA items? Just elaborate for me in the chat. I'll be able to see it come up. If it's not pay-per-click and you're not asking about running ads for products that I retail arbitrage in Walmart, I'm not sure what PPC means. Maybe I have it right. Let me know. I just want to make sure I understand your question. Sarah says, you are great at responding. I had to pause my membership, but I'll be back again. No problem, Sarah. Do what you got to do. Glad you're here. Glad you're here on this live. You do what you got to do. Ricardo Achong says, how you calculate your profit and how much you estimate shipping when on the store. So, Ricardo, what I do is when I use the Amazon seller app, it's able to tell me the Amazon fees and my gross proceeds. For instance, if a product says it's selling on Amazon for $20 and there's $5 of Amazon fees, that means the gross proceeds is going to be $15. So that means my product, honestly, I should be buying that for under $10 so I can make at least $5 profit. That's not how it goes with every item. Sometimes you might find an item for $20, $5 fee, and you only make $3 profit. And would I buy that? Would I sacrifice 20 of my dollars to make back my 20 plus $3? Probably not. But would I sacrifice $10 to make $3 profit if something sold a lot? Probably. You know what I mean? It's your judgment. You know what I mean? Andrea says, woohoo! Ohio, Poland's near Youngstown. Yes, it is. Wow, am I that far behind in the chat? Holy crap. Guys, I'll try to go quicker. My bad. And we got 92 people in the live. Guys, smash that like button. Let me know how much you like the hustle. I'm sorry I'm yelling. This is just who I am. I get loud. I'm Italian. What do you want from me? This is what we do, all right? Smash that like button. Share this video out. Let everybody know you're joining the Hustleholics Hangout. It's been over 2 weeks, and it feels good to be back. I know we're going to have over 100 people in the live, and hopefully we'll get up to 100 likes. That would be dope. Let's see. LNL says, Unlimited, should I buy Pokemon card packs if I come across them in Walmart? LNL, let me show you something real quick. I bought about a month ago. These are Vivid Voltage Pokemon booster boxes. These are sealed. Okay, I paid $80 for one box. Okay, I bought 12 boxes. I didn't think I was going to get 12 boxes because they're allocated, which means the distributors usually give their best customers that spend the most money, that have been with them the longest, they get them first dibs. So if they buy up all of the distributor's stock, you end up with, as the Greeks say, skata. You end up with nothing, okay? Skata means shit, by the way. So what I would say is this: if you can find something like those Vivid Voltage booster boxes, let me tell you this. I got my package in yesterday morning, okay? I got 12 boxes yesterday morning. I've sold 8 of them, gone, for $201. I'll make $177. If you take out my $80, that means I made $97 profit per box. Okay, so I spent $960 and I'm scheduled to make $2,400. If you take out my $960 from that $2,400, we're talking what? $2,400, $1,400, $1,360, so $1,340. $1,340 after $1,340 profit. But I have this one left because I am going to do a booster box break on another Vivid Voltage. Got these for 80 bucks. Sold them for 200 a piece. So are they worth it? If you get the right ones, absolutely. I have 145 McDonald's Pokemon packs I have to open up. There's so much we got to do. So yes, if you come across Vivid Voltage, let me stretch out for a minute. Hold on. Oh. Especially if you come across the new, be on the lookout, Bolo. This is the newest set, Shining Fates Elite Trainer boxes. If you come across this box, buy it. Buy every single one of them, okay? This is going to be opened up live. I have one that I'm saving. Also, this is also the newest box, the Pikachu V Shining Fates. I have 2 of these. I got another 2 coming. Plus, I got another 2 Elite Trainer boxes coming. These, if you see these, buy them. Buy them all, okay? The resale on these is extremely high right now, okay? A couple of Pokemon Bolos for you. And I don't mind sharing those with you because I'm not selling those particular ones on Amazon. Those are for the YouTube channel. We're going to be opening things out. 1 second, Joanne, Eleni, your sister Joanne's here. So, just giving a heads up because my sister-in-law can be a little loud sometimes. So, let's see. Northern California. Hollywood says, Northern California here. What up, Callie? Love your content and smashing that like button every time. I appreciate it, Holly. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. Falcon 1. What's up, Joe?
What's up?
It's okay. I want to lie, but it's all good. What up?
What's up? What's up?
What up? What up? This is my sister-in-law right here. Just came to visit.
What's up? How you doing?
What are your apps you use? Says Falcon 1. So what I use is I use the Amazon Seller app. I use Scoutify 2, which comes with a subscription to Inventory Lab. And I literally do not use Inventory Lab. I do everything through Amazon Seller Central. But the $50 a month for Inventory Lab, for me, is worth it to have Scoutify 2 because I'm able to see what that rank is in the percentage of the category. So some of you might know that Reezy Resells, if you guys join up to his email list, he sends out I think it's a monthly sales rank chart. And shout out to Reezy for doing that. You know, he doesn't have to do that. He does that for free. Basically telling you what's in that 0.5%, 1%, 3%, 5%, 10%. And I think he goes up to 20% of each category, what the sales rank would be. Scoutify 2, when you scan that, it tells you right on it. It just tells you right away. So you don't have to keep pulling up the chart all the time. Now, another good thing is if you do get that Reezy Resells sales rank chart, if you get that, it's a good idea to set that as your cell phone wallpaper. So that way you just have to look at your wallpaper and you have that information right there. You don't have to open up your email or anything like that. You just have it right there on your phone. So pro tip. Colby says, I'd focus on Shining Fates. Right? Yep, exactly. Shining Fates, exactly what I showed you guys. But Vivid Voltage, if you do see it, and you're able to get booster boxes unopened, they're going for over $200. And at the distributor level, you could buy them for 80 bucks. Heads up. Randy says, do you study BrickSeek or some other source? I.e. word of mouth before heading out to say Walmart and look for the deals, or do you just go there and hope for the best? So honestly, the only thing I pay attention to, so I follow a lot of resellers on IG. I follow some resellers on YouTube. And what I do is I pay attention. I pay attention to what everybody's saying, what everybody's getting, what everybody's doing, and it really helps me in my sourcing. But a lot of times I do research for BrickSeek for Walmart Lowe's, Target, right? But a lot of it is really going to Walmart and scanning everything. It's really what it comes down to. It's really the best way. If BrickSeek didn't exist, how would you source? You gotta scan everything. Make sure you scan everything. That's really the true test. You know what I mean? Jake says, do you prefer selling things from Target or Walmart? It depends. It's really different. It's really friggin' different. Like, Walmart has a lot of good clearance and hidden clearance. Some full price items, but mostly it's clearance and hidden clearance. Target has a lot of exclusives with these toy companies, so you can find a lot of full price items that are cheap that you can sell for a premium. For instance, here's a quick little bolo. I can't share this one. I can't share because I share it with my premium members for my Hustleholics. But if you go into action figures, just scan everything. You'll find it, okay? And that reminds me, guys, if you join up to become a Hustleholics member on this YouTube channel, if you click join on this video, if you're watching, it looks like the join button is right below the video next to, I guess next to my name, under the thumbs up, thumbs down. If you click the join, you have two options. You can join the Hustleholics gang to get free emojis, to participate on these lives. We normally do 3 live sessions a week. So you have your dinners. I'm going to add 3 new emojis coming up. Or you could join the premium, which I upload, and I have been getting back into it. I upload on the community tab a lot of BOLOs, which stands for be on the lookout, for items that are either full price deals or clearance deals or hidden clearance deals that you wouldn't normally see either on BrickSeek or otherwise. You know, I don't just upload deals that I'm finding on BrickSeek. I'm uploading deals that are not on BrickSeek. We're talking full price items at Target. We're talking hidden clearance deals at Walmart. So definitely consider that. Falcon 1 says, why are you moving? Oh, wait a minute. We have to go to April 1st. Hold on. Oh, wait a minute. Sorry, I'm backed up in the chat. Hold on. Hi, Pokemon cards. Hollywood, Northern California. What are the apps you use? I just said. Please tell me. Okay, Kobe said. Unlimited, I'd focus on Shining Fates. Yep. Do you study BrickSeek? Okay, there it was. Do you prefer selling things from Target or Walmart? I think I just answered that. So honestly, it's different. Normally, I like Walmart. Mostly all my videos are on Walmart. Karen Jones says, oh my God, almost missed it. I'll watch the replay. Welcome home. Karen, thanks for being here. Colby says, those Unified Mind boxes sold quickly for me, though. It just depends on the product and set. Honestly, you guys want to see something? Check this out. And this is not for resale. I'm going to be opening these live. But check this out. I picked up the whole display case. All Unified Minds. Yeah, buddy. We got the whole case. We're going to be opening these up live on the channel. I thought about reselling them. So each one of those boxes comes with 3 booster packs. It's too fun. I love opening them up. You know what I mean? I want to open them up. You know what I'm saying? I'm a collector and I'm a reseller. So it's hard sometimes to juggle. Do I resell them? Do I not? Like, I just wanted to keep a case of those Vivid Voltage. I got 2 cases, which have 6 booster boxes in each case. And I wanted to keep 1 case just to have. And I'm like, why would I do that? That's like $1,200 that I can sell. But I did keep 1 box. So stay tuned for that Unified Minds. That's coming up. That's 56 booster packs we're going to be opening up. April says, saw all your Pokemon cards. How do I get hooked up with that? My boy sells NBA and Pokemon. I am a private detective at my local Walmart. April, I don't know. The way I get them is I either get lucky at Walmart or I do work with a distributor to get these cards. Falcon 1, now I'm at your question. Why are you moving? Why am I moving? Have you seen it outside here? It's freezing out here. I like the good weather. Florida has great education where we're going to be moving. And I think it's the right decision for my family, to tell you the truth. There's a lot of opportunity down there. The cost of living is less down in Florida. The weather's always nice. People always smile. People down south are a lot happier. It's just, I think it's the right move. Kobe says, what clothing shoe brands do you think are the most profitable quick movers besides Nike and Adidas? I don't sell much of any other sneakers besides Nike and Adidas. I used to sell Tommy Hilfiger and Nautica stuff, but they don't move as quick. They just don't. If I was to choose one besides Nike and Adidas, I would say Puma. But Puma you have to look for, you know what I mean? Sorry guys, I'm getting stuffed up. I think my heat turned on and my nose is very stuffy. My allergies is crazy right now. Anthony says, hey Richie, have you ever had the issue of customers returning open Legos and open video games? I thought you couldn't return it if it was open. The reason for return is they found a better price. Don't you hate these Amazon buying bastards? Oh, it drives me nuts. Let me tell you, and unfortunately, it's the cost of doing business. You could try to report it with Amazon with the little square pic. They're going to want the RA number and stuff for the return, and they're going to want you to take pictures and upload them to the case. But what I did was, what happened to me at Christmas time, you know those VTech cycles? They were the cycles. They were $50 at TJ Maxx or Marshalls, and we were selling them for like $350. Somebody returned it. It was opened. It's still sitting in my garage. I'm gonna have to try to unload it for a way cheaper price, maybe $100 on Macari, and I'm probably only gonna make about $20 profit. But it's just the business, you know. And you know what I want to do? We have a lot of new people in the building. We got 114 people on the chat, 67 likes. Let's see if we can get these likes up to 100. I'm not sure if we can do it with only 115 people, but it would be pretty awesome if we could. Also, what I want you to do is, with all the new people I see asking questions, why don't you guys drop in the chat? Let me know where you're from in the country. Last time we had people worldwide, people watching from Ireland, people watching from other parts of Europe, as well as the United States, Canada. Where are you from? Drop it in the chat. Let me know where you're at in the country or in the world. Actually, like 30 minutes from now. Okay, it's actually like 30 minutes. So Rocky Point, I think, is from 30 minutes from the NC border, or maybe Myrtle Beach. I'm not sure. JC says, speaking of Pokemon cards, while I was sourcing at a Walmart early in the morning, there was a long line near the self-checkout area waiting for the Pokemon card guy to show up. I was like, damn. You know, and that's one of the things that I've never done. I've never gone to Walmart and waited for the third-party distributor to kind of show up there. It's because I work with distributors most of the time, and you get the best prices with distributors. So definitely research trading card distributors, specifically Pokemon trading card distributors, and you should have some that pop up in your area if you do a quick Google search. Super family-friendly Myrtle Beach. Yeah, I'd like to visit Myrtle Beach, especially if it's on the way to Florida. South Carolina, we're going on vacation there in May. Can't wait to get away, says Andrea. Yeah, listen, I've never been able... There was never a time in my life where I was able to go to Florida twice, 2 months in a row, until I started my own business. I'm just going to be real with you, because you always have to ask permission for somebody. Listen, in my personality, I've always been an apex warrior. Like, I've always been that predator, like that alpha. You know what I mean? Like, I want to be in control. If I F up, I want to F up because of me. I don't want to listen to somebody come in, a district manager, judge me on performance they never see me do, right? They only see the bad, they look at numbers, and they talk their ish in your ear. You got to do performance review and all this other crap. It's like, screw you. Like, I'm supposed to live my life judging by somebody else's judgment? Screw that. So I'm glad I made the choice. And I find myself in a pretty fortunate situation to be able to go on vacation twice within a 2-month period. To me, that's pretty special. Andrea, glad you're able to go on vacation too. That sounds amazing. Let's see what else we got. I'm really backed up in the chat, guys. I'm so sorry. I'm trying to go as quick as I can. I love connecting with you guys. Where are we? J-Wax says, Anthony, if you call Amazon and provide pictures, they will refund you. Good advice. I would follow that. Let's see what else we got here. Michaela Day says, I've never had a vacation yet. Was going to have one last year, but the virus closed everything on me. Unless you go to Florida. Florida's open for business. You know what I mean? Put your mask on, go out, do your thing. Laurel Lee says, sup, Hustle, what up? Tammy says, hello, baby seller here. Tammy, glad you got started. Glad you're here. Welcome to the Hustleholics live Friday night. Hustleholics Hangout. Appreciate you being here. Passionate, you know what I mean? Anthony says, J-Wack, thank you. Great advice. I'll be doing that. UFO Max, does something ever take longer to sell than you thought it would? What's the average turnaround time for the items in your inventory? So UFO Max, I try to turn around my products within 30 days. I have a 30-day time limit. If a product is not selling within 30 days, I'll reduce the price a little bit, which I reduce my maximum on my Repricer, and I'll wait another 30 days for a 60-day max. If it doesn't sell after 60 days, I will reduce the price again to make a little profit, and I will wait 6 months. If it doesn't sell after 6 months, I'm recalling the item back, and I will try to resell it on Mercari, or I may just have to take a loss. But the goal is to sell it within 30 days of check-in. Now, check-in and receiving the inventory might not take place for 2 to 3 weeks. Amazon's pretty backed up. So pay attention to that. Christopher Solano says, I'm about to start with Amazon FBA. Can you please share what kind of products I should be scanning, since I know I'm going to be, I'm assuming that says I'm not going to be able to sell much. Thank you. Many blessings to you and your family. Christopher, I started selling books. It's not glamorous. It's not what you want to hear, and it's not what anybody wants to hear. But I started selling books, and I started selling hundreds of books to selling thousands of books to really scale my business up, right? And then once I hit $1,000, I would take 100 of that, 10%, and I would dip that into RA, and I would buy small, inexpensive products. And then I would just snowball all the money. And you really got to study Keep Up, because you have to make those educated buying decisions. Okay, now smash that. Biatch says, Laurel Lee, thank you. First time, and I don't know what a shipping plan is, and if you can add more than one product to a box. Christine, so what you do is, when you want to ship to Amazon, you pick the products that you want to ship to Amazon, and you could. I'm gonna make a video. Don't worry. Coming in March, I'll be able to explain everything in March, because that kind of video is gonna take a little bit of time. You know what I mean? My woman never tells me the current price, just says not in stock. Yeah, I know. Leo, the infamous Leo Oliver, says, my grandma is on the roof pretending to be an antenna. Great stream, by the way. Yo, Leo always brings the comedy, man. I appreciate you being here, Leo. Thank you. Michaela said, I just did my first inventory, came my birthday for Amazon, so 2 the same day, and 2 days later, so had 3 sets of that product. Winner, chicken dinner, Michaela. Throw some dinners in the chat for Michaela. We want to see those dinners. Show Michaela that dinner love. Love-hate relationship with Brickseek. RG Slot wins, absolutely. Brickseek is definitely a love-hate relationship. Guys, we're going on 64 minutes. We're probably going to spend about 10, 15 more minutes. I'm going to try to get to all your questions. It's hard. That's why I try to say get here early so I can answer them. And if I don't happen to get to your question, send me a DM on Instagram. But in the meantime, make sure you smash that like button. Let's get those likes to over 100. I see we're at 88 right now. Let's get those likes over 100. I appreciate all of you for spending your Friday evening here with me and all of the Hustleholics gang. Let's get to the next question. Brian says, I wish BrickSeek would go back to the old system of telling you exactly how many of an item was in stock. This 2 to 3 or 6 plus of an item just stinks. Yeah, I agree with you, Brian. 100%. 100%. I do like the old version far better. But I'm wondering if Walmart complained or if Walmart changed their inventory system, which forced BrickSeek to not be able to get such an accurate count. So now BrickSeek has to estimate based on Walmart's new algorithm. That could be it too. I really think it's just Walmart being scumbags. I really do. I really don't think it's BrickSeek, because it's always BrickSeek and Walmart. It's always a Walmart issue. Always. Some of the yellow stickers in Lowe's hardware has an N on the bottom. That's non-stock items that will sell cheaper. I don't know. That's a good, if that's pro tip right there, right? Good stuff. We got some people throwing Valentina happy birthdays. Thank you so much. We all heard Valentina scream at the top of her lungs. Happy birthday. Thank you back. She appreciates it. The old quantity system, yeah. How many items do you try to source a week? Mark, I could not put a number on how many items I try to source a week. It's really just whatever I come across. That's really what I put the work in for. Thanks for the advice. Do you buy non-stick items at a show? I learned from the man in front of you at Kobe, plus a ton of Googling. I was freaking out about it if read it yet. Let's see. I used Frontier to ungate toys. I'm not sure what Frontier is. Us New Yorkers yell and are loud too. Yes, says Amanda Rachel. Yeah, I mean, look, I'm from Boston, and we're loud. When you mix Boston and Italian, my wife is Greek, right? And she has a very loud Greek family too. So you mix Italians with Greeks, it's a very loud time to be in a room, especially when you have 5-6 people. You know what I'm saying? What about the dollar Pokemon card packs? I sell them from time to time. I have not. Each time I go into a Dollar Tree, or I have not been able to come across any dollar Pokemon packs. I get 12 Hidden Gates. Hidden Fates ETBs. Now on to Shining Fates. Okay. Good stuff. Those Hidden Fates, hold on to those. Those have been increasing in value. Big time. Let's see. All right, so now we got Southern Cali here. We got Kobe says, hashtag Jersey girl. Oh, sorry, misspoke. Mask girl. Okay. PA in the building. If you look this up on Google, it should come a Frontier Wholesale Co-op. Okay. Thanks for that info, Mark. I'm sure the Hustleholics will check that out. Where should I get shipping materials other than USPS, because shipping is expensive? Don Fonzo. So usually the post office will give you boxes for free if you order them on their website. Guy, YouTuber, how do you ship it to? You know what? I just saw something come up on the chat real quick. Suburban Beard with a $5 super chat. Thank you, Suburban Beard. Look, and Suburban Beard, look, I feel bad because I know you sent me an eBay. I can't even think right. An email, and I said I was going to get back, and I did not. But you're in my head, and if you remember the email you sent me, we'll have to figure something out because that would actually be a pretty fun video. So, yeah, man, look, I'd love to get together, and I'll get back to your email with some ideas that I might have. Or if you want to send me an email with some ideas that you might have, we could try to work something out. So thank you, Suburban Bear, for that super chat. Much appreciated. Let's see. Hey, Richie, we just spent $800 on toys, e-distribution to get ungated and really start racking up those profits. Awesome. Awesome. Just purchased them on Frontier, but not my toys. I'll have to check out that Frontier website. I've never heard of it. How come some listings are sponsored on Amazon? Who is paying for that sponsor? Usually either Amazon or the third-party reseller is paying for ads of that product to be in front of you. Where would you recommend someone start? Honestly, I recommend everybody start in books. Unless you have enough capital to start in RA, I really recommend everybody start in books. It really gives you an idea of how to gauge and read, keep charts and profits and all that other stuff. We're on the 70-minute mark, guys. I got about 5 more minutes, and your boy is actually hungry for some actual dinner. So 5 minutes, we're gonna wrap this up. Ask your questions. I'm gonna try to get to it. XY evolutions are definitely a hold. Absolutely, because that is the older generation set. Absolutely. Let's see. We got Alabama, Kentucky. We got Indiana, Salem, Mass in the building. Minnesota, Cleveland, Arizona, Denver, Colorado, Georgia, Ohio, York, PA, Quincy. We got a local mass hole in the building. Tennessee, Pelham, New Hampshire. Pelham, New Hampshire is almost mass hole-ish, right? Utah. We got Homestead, Florida, Central Valley, California, Colorado. New here says Jennifer Hammond. Brittany Snyder asks, what kind of apple juice is that? Not too far from Kentucky here in Cincinnati, and we like all kinds of apple juice. So this was apple juice, aka the Crown Royal kind of apple juice. Do I need receipts for used books from thrift? I mean, chances are you're not going to get receipts from thrift stores. I mean, you'll get receipts from thrift stores, but when you go to libraries, you might not get receipts. The chances are you won't be asked for receipts as long as you're listing your items as used. Minneapolis, Minnesota. I agree. I love working for myself because I hate asking for the time off and can't wait for Miami next month. Says moms just want to have fun. Hey, moms just want to have fun. I hope you have a great time in Miami. Florida is a wonderful place. I'm hooked. I've been hooked for 10 years now. Suburban says, I had a lot of fun in Florida. I say 30 days unless it's seasonal. Yeah, absolutely. So me and Suburban Bear, we're on that same wavelength. You know what I mean? 30 days is a good gauge of time of what you want to sell. Spent $5,000 at Walmart, NBA, Pokemon cards in 2 weeks. So good. Listen, I wish you the best of luck. I know you'll clear out. Timothy May says, what is up, Mr. Florida? Oh, Mr. Florida now. Is that what it is? I spend 10 days in Florida now. I'm Mr. Florida. Glass Box Aquarius says, packing my first box of books for Amazon tonight. Congratulations. Can't sell much more than that considering LLC. Honestly, I can't give advice on what you should do as far as LLC, but it's definitely something that I set up before I embarked on this business. Just to protect me, protect my family, protect my liabilities. I did start an LLC within the first 3 months of selling on Amazon. So Don Fonzo asked a bunch of times where you should get boxes other than USPS, but I mean, if you're shipping USPS, USPS.com gives out free boxes, so I'm not quite sure how expensive it would get. Other than that, I buy my boxes at Walmart or Home Depot. But ideally, if you bought in bulk, I would recommend finding a box distributor, that's somebody that specializes in cardboard, and buy that wholesale as well and buy in bulk. The cheaper per box, the better. How do you change the BS search to go further away? BrickSeek search. Yeah, I have to put in a zip code. Spurs is a free dinner. Appreciate that, Suburban Beard. Let's see. Southgate, California, Florida, Orlando. Oh, and we did hit 100 likes. We got 101 likes. That is what's up. Guys, just in time. I got 1 minute left, and then I'm going to head out. Can somebody explain to me what I put down for the seller SKU when listing my product? So you don't necessarily have to have a seller SKU. Amazon will probably most likely automate that. Or you could just make it up. Seller SKU is not really important. Yeah, exactly. You can put whatever, it's custom SKU. Exactly. So exactly what I said. You can put whatever you want. LR throwing in blue hearts. Thank you. JC throwing in dinners and apple juice. Alfonso, lots of boxes are cheaper if you buy bulk. Guys, I'm going to wrap this up right now. Your boy's starving. I have not eaten yet. but I know I have dinner waiting, DINNER, right? But I will see you guys. Stay tuned. Tomorrow I'm going to upload a Pokemon box break tomorrow night, but it will not be live. And then stay tuned on Sunday. We're doing our first live hustle in almost 3 weeks. Stay tuned for that. We're going into Walmart live to find hidden clearance deals. I don't know. Walmart's been crazy lately. We might find nothing. We might find something. Let's see what happens. As always, I appreciate you all being here. Like, share, subscribe. Consider joining the Hustleholics gang. I had so much fun hanging out with you guys here tonight. Thank you for spending your Friday evening with me. And I will see you on the next hustle.